Sweet. Where's mine? To pull back a little. Happy live stream day, friends. My name is Katie B, and I'm really glad that you're joining me today on my 30th birthday. Yay! This is my first yoga class since I've been 30, so this is pretty fun. Today's theme is about giving in to the butterflies, saying yes when you feel really nervous, and today's poses might give you a little bit of butterflies, but we're going to work into levels. Anytime that I offer something, please feel free to back out of it or take the first level instead of the third. It's just about conditioning and feeling that trust within your own body to find the balance. So we'll get started today with seated meditation. Just come to a tall seat. Close your eyes. Sit up really tall on your spine so that you feel the base of your spine pull all the way through the crown. And if it's comfortable to keep your hands on your thighs, please stay there and enjoy it. Otherwise, bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Imagine for a moment one time this week or this month that you've had butterflies. Remember the sensation of having butterflies, what it felt like. Maybe you're a little nervous, and I like to make the analogy, it's like you're standing on the edge of something great. And you've got this option. You can either step back into what's comfortable, or you can just take that leap into the nervous, the butterflies. If you haven't felt butterflies or nervous in the past month, maybe that's an inquiry this week to see where you can get a little uncomfortable and out of your routine. Before we start this practice, we'll be opening a lot of your upper back, strengthening your low and middle abs and your shoulders. Invite in an intention that keeps you brave. Set an intention for your practice that keeps you remembering to be a little uncomfortable within your own life. Saying yes to a date, changing even the way that you drive to work. Standing up to a coworker. These small things that give you a rush, a surge of adrenaline, a little bit of butterflies, we'll continue to say yes to all of class. Breathe in nice and deep into your lungs so that your belly inflates. And then exhale, drive your abs in and drain all of the air. We're going to use this breath. Open your eyes and bring your palms to your knees. And taking a little cat-cow with your spine just sitting here. So as you inhale, take a back bend, open your chest. And then exhale, deflate and cat pose, round and curl. Try that action again. Inhale, chest forward, abs, stretch. Then exhale, round, curl, tuck into your abs. One more time on your own, maybe you close your eyes. Make it really exaggerated. How hard can you stretch the front line and how much can you stretch the back line? And in your own time, find your way to downward facing dog. Fly back, lift your sit bones to the sky. Create that upside down V shape in your body. And as you hold the V shape, feel a stretch in the back of your legs. So taking this V shape, this is going to be your cat pose. Round your low abs up and in as you exhale, empty all the air out. Drop your knees, inhale, cow pose. Just look forward, peel your chest open. Take a back bend. Exhale all your air out, downward dog, and pull your abs back in. Even the low, global stabilizing abs. One more, inhale, cow. Drop your knees, look up, spread your chest. Exhale, round. Hold in that down dog with the low abs tucked in. Stick your sit bones back, but hold the low abs in. Look behind your hands and step your feet just hips width distance. Hang out in a ragdoll pose. Sway mindfully side to side. Let tension go from your head, neck, or shoulders. Any movement that makes your hamstrings feel more open here is always welcome. Because the natural weight of your torso, it's going to take the tension out of your legs. Make sure that your abs touch your thighs, just like Sarah, you bend heavy into your legs. Awesome. Now down here, inhale, bend your knees, keep them where they are, and just stand all the way up to a wide-legged mountain pose. Wrap your right arm under your left for eagle. Option to grab your shoulders, or if it's accessible, grab your opposite palms. Then inhale, lift your elbows up and hold. You're gonna feel this awesome opening through your rhomboids and your traps, your back muscles. As you inhale, lift your elbows a little more. Eagle arm forward fold, bend your knees a lot and let your arms fall down between your legs. Pretend your arms are like an elephant trunk, sway side to side. Take the tension out of your face, even relax your chin and your jawline. Really good. Place your right palm on the ground. Lift your left palm to the sky for a twisted forward fold. The same arm that's lifted, your left arm, is the same leg that goes straight. So straighten through your left arm. Option to look up at your left middle finger. That's going to build flexibility through your cervical spine. Feel lifted through your head so your back still gets that good work. Deep breath in. Just forward fold. Breathe out. Come halfway up as you inhale. Take a halfway lift. Remember, this is toning your back like a deadlift. Pull your abs in. High plank to a push-up. Take it halfway down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. If you've got no low back sensitivity, it feels great to come all the way up. Low back sensitivity, you're always down here to tone just the low back to start. Take a breath in. This is your cow pose. Then exhale through cat. All your air comes out. Drain your abs in. Same thing. Look forward as you breathe in. Ragdoll pose. Put your feet behind your hands so there'll be hips width distance the whole flow. Awesome. Bend your knees and stand all the way up. Wrap your left arm under your right. Opposite side this time. Eagle your arms. Lift your elbows up as you inhale. Hold there with that nice big back bend as you extend. Can you become big in the back of your heart, right? The back of your heart chakra. Big breath in. Bend your knees and fold all the way down. Feel your arms start to loosen. The back of your shoulders, your posterior delts, they start to open as well. Remember, these first few minutes of class, we're really coming into the room. So if your mind starts to float away, that's totally natural. Just come back to what you feel. Tap into your arms, tap into your legs. Remain present with the sensation. Left fingertips to the mat. Twisted low lunge or twisted forward fold. Right arm high. Extend high your gaze to your right middle finger now. How long can your arms be apart? Yeah, awesome, Deb. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold, reach down for your mat. Come halfway up, your head aligns with your butt. Chaturanga, push up, take your hands to the ground. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Really nice legs. Take a breath in, this is your back bend. And then do the opposite, downward dog, round through your abs. Perfect. We'll flow that one time each side. So inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step your feet behind your wrists, hips width. Just stand up, inhale, mountain pose. Wrap your right arm under your left. Back bend, inhale, elbows up. Eagle forward fold, empty everything out. Just lift your left arm, twisted forward fold. Breathe in, bend your right knee. Just fold, exhale. Tone your back, come halfway up. Pull your ribs in. High plank to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, push to the tops of your feet. Roll back to get that ankle flexibility. One more time, look forward as you breathe in. Feet behind your hands at the top of the mat. Bend your knees as you stand up. Inhale, big mountain pose. Wrap your left arm under your right for eagle. Inhale, elbows up. Bend your knees and fold as you exhale. Inhale, twisted forward fold. Lift your right arm high. And just forward fold. Feel your back get more open every time. Come halfway up, breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga, take it down. Upward dog, stretch your arms straight. Good, tone your triceps, nice core. Roll back, downward dog. We're gonna keep building. Lift your right leg to the sky. Open up some space. Option to drop your left forearm to the ground. So now you're gonna get more flexibility through your back left lat. Some tricep strength as we push back up. Take a breath. you're ready, plant strong. Inhale, crescent lunge. Hold steady. Align your knee over your ankle. The same leg that's forward will be the opposite arm that binds. Take the eagle, left under right. As you inhale, just lift your elbows up and drop your knee. So here we got a nice left hip flexor opener, and as you drive your elbows up above your shoulder line, we're still opening through the rotators, getting stronger through your chest. Breath in, keep your arms, revolve to the right leg. Keep your eagle arms and just revolve, look over your right shoulder. As you stay here for 3 breaths, your back knee is still on the ground. Let this stabilize you. Yeah, keep it on the ground all the way down. Good. Inhale, open your arms to fly. Just like we did in twisted forward fold. Now there's that option to lift your back knee off the ground. It's going to be really unstable, and that's okay. That's a beautiful thing. We have to work your ankle and hip stability to protect your joints in the future. Big breath in. As you exhale, right hand on your back. Exalted crescent. Lift your left arm to the sky and just look up at your left hand. Bend your left knee more so that you can feel a hip flexor release and you can dive deeper into your lumbar flexibility. If you want to challenge your balance, look not just for the sky, but look for the back of the room. Inhale, bend nice and deep. Hold on the exhale. Just look forward to hold your balance, and you take it forward and around, so you sweep into extended side angle. Left arm up, right arm down. Really good. Find that depth and align your front heel and your back arch of your foot. That's good, legs. If you want more ab strength, instead of letting the bottom arm be hovered, reach and pretend you're holding a beach ball. A lot more lateral oblique strength as you lean hard into it, straighten your arms. Inhale, reverse triangle, same thing, now we lift the right arm up. Awesome. If you want more ab strength, pretend you're holding the beach ball the whole time. Instead of dropping your left hand and thigh, reach that beach ball back. We're trying to build lat strength and flexibility, and those intrinsic oblique muscles, the ones that line your ribs. So keep leaning back, deep breath in. Runner's lunge, put your hands inside of your right leg. Hold there. Let your back knee drop to the ground, and if it's accessible to come to your forearms, just rest. Take a few breaths here. We'll have about a 30-second hold to build flexibility in your left hip flexor and your right hip and piriformis. Even though you may not hear my voice, I'm still there with you. I want you to have a few moments to just breathe and have space within your own practice without me cueing. Take about 10 more seconds here. Where can you create space with your breath? Let those tight spaces be like a metaphor for when life feels a little scary. You get butterflies. And then instead of running from the stretch of the sensation, you say yes to the sensation and challenge yourself to see what's on the other side of it. So there's a few options for our flow. If you'll just look forward, class. So layer 1, option 1, you'll take a reverse triangle, come down to a lunge, then you'll bring your knee to your nose and hold it, because that's already great core work. Then you'll open up to the right, side plank. Layer 2, if you like hurdler's pose, you take your arm inside of your leg, right shoulder under your right leg. Inhale, hurdler's pose. Exhale, hold. Then push up to side plank. So everyone, let's try from reverse triangle. Inhale, come all the way up. Right arm high, reverse triangle. Exhale, low lunge, or start to work into your hurdlers. Right shoulder underneath. If you know hurdlers, inhale, fly, or knee to your nose. Then side plank, everyone. Right arm and right leg high, side plank. In this side plank, you can always be on your bottom knee. That's totally fine. Good height, Jane. Push your bottom hip into your top hip to tone your abs. Big breath in. Just downward dog as you exhale. Both feet down, push your butt up. Remember, this down dog, you should feel your hamstrings get more open every time. Lift your left leg to the sky. Option to drop your right forearm to the mat. Shake your toes out, shake your ankle out, whatever feels right. Then straighten all of your limbs, squeeze your left butt cheek, breathe in. Exhale, low lunge. wiggle out your left hip, get all that gripping. Dig through your left heel, inhale, crescent lunge. The leg cuts forward, the opposite arm wraps, so right arm under left. Eagle, just like we practiced in our Surya Namaskara A, inhale, elbows up, drop your knee. So this is gonna access your back bend more. It's gonna tone you for splits. And most importantly, we're still working the back line of your fourth heart chakra, right? The back line of the heart right here. Breathe in, revolve to the left. Keep your eagle arms. When you squeeze and compress your joints like this, we get this awesome compression. When you open your arms to fly on the inhale, open them nice and wide. Fresh blood flow, even synovial fluid at times can pump back into the joint systems. So your option is to stay with your knee on the ground, or as you inhale, lift your back leg up. Back knee up, got it. Awesome. So you're in a revolve crescent with your open arms to fly. It takes a lot of back strength to do this, so keep squeezing your traps, your rhomboids together, your middle back. Put your left palm on your back. Exalted crescent. Inhale your right palm high. Bend your knee a little. Look up at your top palm. Awesome. Start to trust the strength of your legs. Really good, Aaron. Keep diving into the left heel. Lighten up your left toes. Fan out your right toes so that the gripping, the webbing, works into the fascia, the connective tissue in your feet. This is a big inhale breath. Just look forward to prepare. Extended side angle. Swing forward and around. In this extended side angle, get big and broad through your chest, just like we've been doing the whole class, or pretend there's a ball and hold it in front of you. You'll notice that there's a sticky sensation when that happens. It's like you might fall, but that's the edge point we're talking about in today's class, saying yes to the challenge. So maybe the butterfly is more, it might now feel like a little bit of muscle fatigue. Inhale, reverse triangle, pull your left arm up. Just like core, you can rest your right arm on your thigh, or keep leaning back. Keep that ball in your hands. And as you lean back, pull your abs up and in. Take a giant breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Put your hands on the inside of your left foot. Let your runner's lunge rest down and in. Your head, neck, and shoulders, we take the tension out. Your mind wants to take you away from the moment. That's pretty normal. It's your job to stay present with what you feel. Because the ultimate goal is not to stop thoughts, but to slow the inflow of the negative ones. Without attachment to what comes through, it's like you're watching a TV show and you just change the channel on the thoughts that don't serve you. Now you can stay here and enjoy it if you want to, or we're gonna work back into that hurdler's prep. So inhale your reverse triangle, pull your left arm up and back. Exhale, low lunge, or start to go into your hurdler's pose. Layer one again, pull your left knee to your nose as you breathe in. Stay, or option for a little push-up. Side plank to the left. My hurdlers, you just push right up. Push out of the ground. Bottom knee is always a great option. It doesn't matter where you take it as long as you feel a little challenged. Breath in. Just to downward dog. Fly all the way back. We'll move through our Sun B series. This is the fastest part of class. All we do is build heat in the body. If you want more heat, keep your lips sealed. Less heat, open mouth exhales. Let's work together. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Pull your arms up. Left arm under the right for eagle. Drop your knee. Inhale to a back bend. Revolve to the right and hold the eagle arms. Inhale, open your arms. Option to lift your knee. Exhale, right hand to your back. Now give me a big exalted inhale. Look up at your left hand. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach down and around. Inhale, reverse triangle. Push off the heel of your right foot. Lean back. Exhale, low lunge or hurdler's prep. So layer one again, inhale, just pull your knee to your nose. Option for a push-up. Side plank from your hurdlers, right arm, right leg high. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Right arm under left. Now feel your back open as you inhale. Drop your knee and lift your arms. Revolve to the left. Option to lift your knee. Inhale, open your wings to fly. Left hand to your back. Inhale, exalted. Look up at your palm. Extended side angle, reach around. Reverse triangle, pull it back. Exhale, low lunge. Layer two is hurdler's pose. Take a breath and hold it. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, side plank to the left. Exhale, downward dog. It's just one more time each side, or you can always rest in child's pose. Right leg high, breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms tall. Then wrap your right arm, or left arm rather, underneath. Inhale, eagle, drop your back knee, lift your elbows up. Revolve to the right. Inhale, open your arms to fly. Put your hand on your back. Give me a back bend, exalted, lift your left palm. So good. Extended side angle, reach forward and around. Reverse triangle, feel your abs get stronger as you lean back. Take a big breath in. Low lunge or hurdler's prep. Inhale, knee to nose. Hold your hurdlers, option push up. Side plank to the right. Inhale, right arm, right leg high. Nice high tongue. Exhale, downward dog. One more side. Inhale, left leg up. Low lunge, use your abs. Crescent lunge, arms up. Wrap your right under your left. Back bend, drop your knee and take a big inhale. Revolve to the left. Open your wings, feel your arms expand. Left hand to your back. Exalted, lift up, look at your hand. Exhale, extended side angle. Perfect, Femi. Good movement. Reverse triangle. Pull back. Use your abs. Low lunge or hurdler's prep. Pull your left knee to your nose. Hold it. Option push up. Side plank to the left. Now first open into the side plank. Downward dog. We're over halfway through class. Your body's warm. Let's keep moving with it. Lift your right leg high. Breathe in. Pull your knee to your left armpit, hold it, and just drop your shin, your right shin to the ground. Lift your left arm to the sky in a modified side plank. Take 3 arm circles in one direction, so we're trying to loosen up the energy from your heart meridian, from the heart all the way through the middle finger. We're going to need this for what's to come. Opposite direction, if you haven't taken it yet, 3 the other way. We'll take a modified pigeon. So put your left palm down. Take your right shin all the way to the left edge of your mat and just drop onto your butt. So your shin is parallel with the left side of your mat. Walk your palms to the top right edge of your mat. So there should be 2 motions you feel. One, you should feel a nice outer right glute release. If you've got that, keep rolling the weight to the left. Then walk your palms top right of the mat. If you move into a side tilt that way, you should feel a nice release through the back left lat muscle. Good, that's awesome, Sarah. Everyone looks great. If you want that intensity, keep rolling your left hip downward. Perfect. Breathe in. Keep rolling the left hip down and stretch in opposition. That was awesome. Is that too much? Over halfway through class, you've built all this energetic momentum. The flow, the energy lines in your body are starting to pick up. So you want to feed into that momentum as we go longer and slower into some of the peak poses of class. Bring your palms back to the mat. Come to a tabletop position. Lift your left arm to the sky, big inhale. Thread the needle and drop your left cheek to the mat. Stay there or bind your right arm back behind you in a shoulder stretch. You should feel a nice pressure between your left cheek and your left shoulder. See if you can create more space between your left ear and your left shoulder, so it's almost like your neck is stretched open. So we know in our traditional practice that the real path of yoga is to listen to your heart and less of your head. So the more open we believe that your neck can get, the stronger your neck can get, the easier it is to access your heart. Listening to what you need today. Remember, you can stay here, guys, no problem. Or if you want to work on some glute strength, take your right palm back to the ground. Kick your right leg up and back behind you. It's going to feel a little wobbly, that's okay. And if you fall out, it's a nice fall out. You just roll onto your back. Good. Stay or start to pulse your right leg up in the air. This is hamstring and low back strength we'll need later for a crow or one-legged crow. So you're toning. This is a good prep pose. Good hygiene. Awesome, Kim. Stay stable through your right hand. Just for 3. Just for 2. Put your right foot back on the ground. Rewind. Inhale. Reverse. Come to a tabletop. Lift your left arm up. Exhale. Put your left forearm on the ground. Left forearm on the earth. Right hand is about in line with your left elbow or a little farther forward. Come up to a half down dog, half forearm stand. So your left arm's down in dolphin, right palm's on the ground. Now here's the fun part. This is a nice 30-second hold to strengthen your left shoulder, or drop the crown of your head to the ground. Walk your feet in. Stay there, or put your right knee on the shelf of your tricep. Left leg starts to pull up to the sky. If it's accessible in your body to lift both legs up to the sky, you're welcome to do it. Remember, when you're upside down, the slower you move, the more control you build. Everybody for 3. 2. Yeah, really nice, Sonia, that's good. Downward dog, let's get off your hands. Come all the way back. Right leg high, big breath in. Low lunge, bring it down. Spin your back foot down, warrior 1. So your hips are square to the front of your mat, arms up. Wrap your left arm under your right. Stay with your eagle bind. This is the last set on this side. Lift your elbows up and feel, even from the beginning of class, the back of your heart's more open. Then dive into that front leg. The stretch should feel similar to runner's lunge. So your right inner thigh gets the work and your left back, quadricep and hip flexor get it. More advanced yogis can take the crown of their head and tap it to the inner right ankle. If that's you, keep tucking your elbows closer to your chest and let your head dive deep. If you're still working on your hip flexibility, let your legs go to 90 degrees so your right quad parallels with the ground. Yeah, good core. You can even step your legs a little farther apart. Awesome. And then as you dive down, hug the muscles of your pelvis up and in. This is going to protect your flexibility, but also strengthen your Mula Bandha. Really good, Heather. 2 breaths, guys. 2 breaths. Stay with it. Feel the power of your right leg working in your favor. Now keep your eagle arms. Just rise back up. Inhale. Prep your body, just one-legged mountain pose. Lift your left knee up. Eagle armed airplane. Kick your left foot back. Hover so that you're in a straight line. Your left hip towards your fingers. If you want more glute strength, bend your knee a little bit and re-straighten your leg. You can do that a few times. I'm more concerned though with you dropping your left hip and your back leg being a perfect straight extension from your head. That's going to be the hamstring strength you need to lift your leg up in those headstands and row those. Really good. 3. Use your breath. Remember, when you're fatigued, you need oxygen. Last inhale. Chair pose. Unwind your arms, hands to heart. Revolve to the right. Palms in prayer. This is the final standing pose on the right side, and it gets really fun from here. So you can stay and enjoy this twist for a whole 30-second hold. It's going to tone your glutes, it's great. Or if you want to play with the forearm stand variation, come with me, inhale, chair pose. Everyone just revolve to the other side. We have to equal out our sides. Go to the left, turn and twist. Good, hold there. Okay, again, you can hold here with your legs together like one strong tree trunk. Or if you want to play with the arm balance fun, you'll pivot your toes to the top right edge of the mat. Right arm's your shelf, left forearm down to the ground. So you can play with side crow, do whatever. If you want to advance it, jump back. We're all going to meet on your stomach in about 10 seconds. So again, side crow's fine. You have two arms and you pivot and you fly. But the advancement is to put your left forearm on the ground and hold everything with your right arm. Everybody for 3. Everybody for 2. Those of you that are in prayer twist, come with me to a forward fold. High plank all the way to your stomach. Everyone meeting down on your stomach. Relax your left cheek to the mat. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. Extend your arms out in a T to your sides. Perfect, let's see it. Your left cheek is still resting on the mat, so you're looking to the right. Good, Kim. Now kick your right heel to your butt in like a scorpion tail. Then right toes up and over into what we call iron cross. So you should feel a left pec stretch here. Keep everything open. Play with the variation where you're going to feel the most stretch from your left pec muscle, where your arm inserts into the bra line or your guinea tee or whatever you wear. Come back to the sound of your breath. This is a big heart opener, so can you come back to the flow? Awesome. Come back through center. Just switch your gaze. Opposite side. If you want to windshield wiper your legs a few times, you're welcome to do that. Or same thing, it'll be iron cross. Right leg is straight, left leg kicks to your butt, up and over. Rest your right cheek on the ground. Each of us have really unique anatomies, right? Not one is the same. So when you feel the stretch, the perfect one for you, stay there. And if you don't, wiggle into a space that you feel more of a stretch. So maybe your arm comes forward or back. Every day is different with your body depending on what you did the day before. Now we're going to utilize all of that chest opening we just had. Come through center. Interlace your fingertips behind you. Bound locust. Lift your chest. Keep your legs on the ground. To tone the back of your legs, alternating leg lifts, right and left. Right and left. When you're in this back bend, pull your ribs in. Don't just flail into your low back. Allow the strength to come from both sides of your core. Keep pushing up for 3. Keep lifting up for 2. How high can you get? Relaxing your neck. Child's pose. Knees go wide. Head to the mat. Rock it side to side. So if you guys know my class, I like to give lots of layers because every time you take this class again, you can come back to the layer 2 or maybe layer 1, just deciding what's good for you. So layer 1 is child's pose for 30 seconds to just rest. Take this space for yourself. Layer 2, walk your palms up and come to the tippy toes of your feet into a frog variation. Heels in, toes out, hands forward, and just wiggle your hips open. If it feels good in your body to stretch forward, you can do that. That's a nice lat stretch. Okay, enjoy this inner thigh stretch. Or layer 3, crow pose. You can put your knees into your arms, push away from the ground. And remember, you get butterflies when you're like, no, I don't want my face to touch. So maybe you lift one leg, eventually lifting both, and trusting that your face isn't gonna fall that far. If it does, it's just to your head and back. So you drop the crown of your head down if you fall. And if you're working with a little bit of fear today, that's totally fine and normal. It'll pass the more you practice. You can always use your block under your head. Good. Everyone for 3. Nice hold, Sarah, for 2. Fly back to downward dog. Left leg high, inhale. Knee across your body, drop your shin onto the mat. Modified side plank. Lift your right arm up and do some arm circles. 3 one direction and 3 the other. Once you've done your 6, put your hands back on the ground. Parallel your shin with the right edge of your mat. Offset pigeon. Drop your butt. Stay there and walk your palms to the top left edge. The pose has this beautiful way of letting you feel it first, and then it starts to fade when your mind fades away from what you feel. Stay connected to the sensation and let your breath be like this epic release. Every time you inhale, the muscles get big, just imagine. And every time you exhale, it's like you're deflating a balloon and you're sinking a little bit deeper into your flexibility. Okay, team, come back up to your palms. Tabletop, knees under your hips. Inhale your right arm back up. Thread the needle, drop your right cheek to the mat. Stay or stretch your left arm behind you. It's so infrequent in our day that you get this deep twist in your spine, and especially your upper spine, your thoracic spine. It's so good for your body to move in this transverse plane. It keeps your spine supple, it keeps your abs strong, and your back strong. So you can stay and enjoy the restorative space, or put your left palm back on the ground. This is your stabilizer. Kick your left foot up and back. Stay there, or take some pulses. Keep squeezing your hamstring, the back of your leg, into your butt cheek. Let that connection feel stronger every time you lift your leg. Here we go for 8, 7, 6. Good. Breathe, breathe. Nice, Tom. Relax your face. 3, 2. Put your leg back down. Inhale, reverse the direction. Right arm high to a twisted tabletop. Put your right forearm down on the ground. Cool. Stay there. One arm dolphin and down dog. This is such a great place to stay. You're building shoulder strength. Layer 2, walk your left hand back closer to your feet. Head to the mat. Put your left knee on your shelf. Stay there, or start to work your right leg up to the sky. Last 3 long breath cycles. Remembering, the slower you move, the more control you build. Big breath in. Downward dog. How slowly, mindfully can you meet there? Our last standing set. Lift your left leg high, inhale. Low lunge, exhale. Warrior 1, inhale your arms up. Wrap your right arm under your left. Stay here with your strong warrior stance. We're about to fatigue your left glute out. Breathe in, elbows up. Then fall down into your hip. Humbled eagle arm, warrior 1. Really good. Keep bending your left leg as much as you can. Let your left shoulder go to the inside of your thigh so it works to open your thigh. If that's not accessible today, no big deal. You can rest your arms on your leg. Really good, Lex. Keep bending hard into your lunge. Relax your head and neck. 2 breaths. Feel the strength of your leg. Push your back heel down to build the flexibility in your Achilles. Keep your arms, inhale, rise back up. Prep your balance, one-legged mountain pose, hold. Keep your eagle arms, keep squeezing. Then kick it back for airplane. If you're wiggly, wobbly in your ankle, no big deal. We're just building the stabilizer muscles, and every day is different. On a full moon or a new moon, you're not as balanced as you are on a half moon. Push away from the ground, or if you want to take those few bends up and down. Kick hard through your back right toes. Here it is, inhale, chair pose, legs touch, arms up. Revolve to the left first. Right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. If your elbow doesn't touch the outside of your thigh, it's kind of in the middle, just open your arms. That's a really good way to access a deeper twist. Hold for 3. Yeah, way to sit low for it. The lower you sit, the more you lift the shelf of your butt cheek. Arms through center, chair pose. Opposite direction, hold. So here's our fancy footwork, right? Here it is. You're welcome to stay, or we put your right forearm down. Left arm is your side crow. You can do traditional side crow as well. I put my fingertips facing forward on my mat. Take an inhale, my legs float, kick out, and then float back behind you. Right forearm down, left arm's that half. Once you're done with your inversion or trying it, just meet me on your stomach again, hands to your head. My side chairs, if you're not there already, come and inhale, mountain pose. And fold all the way to the ground. Take it to plank and step back. Put your hands under your head like a little girl taking a picture, and then rock your legs. So remember in the beginning how we took those rolls through cat and cow to tone your spine? We're gonna do the 2 biggest ones of the day. Your final big back bend and your final crow pose. Looks like this. Floor bow, kick your heels to your butt, grab your feet. If it's not accessible to grab both feet, you can always use a strap, a towel, or just do one leg at a time, that's fine. Inhale, kick into your feet, lift your chest. If you'd like more of a chest opener, thumbs up to the inside of your feet so that your chest opens. Keep your knees hip-width distance and lift. This is your big back bend, grand finale. Inhale. Exhale, child's pose into that frog again. Tippy toes, come all the way back. Knees go wide. Okay, stay and enjoy the stretch in child's or frog, or the peak pose of today's class is called crow or one-legged crow. So we'll take your block to start. With the block under your head, it's gonna look like this. I'll show you the peak and then I'll break it down. If you know what it is, you can play with it too. So you start in your crow pose, you feel confident in your crow, you pull one knee to center and you pull up and back. Yeah. It's literally my least favorite inversion, so that's why I'm doing it today on the butterfly day. So let's start with your block under your face, especially if you don't know what it is. Fingers to the edges of your block, knees to your arms. Let your forehead, not the crown of your head, your forehead touch the block. Once you're there, all I want you to do is pull your right knee to center and see what that feels like. Then come back and try the other leg. Left knee to center, come back. That's gonna be your drill, conditioning to get there. And if you want to, if you've never done it before, definitely start with your head on the block. But if you want to try it without it, I'll show you step 2. Once you've done playing with the block, then you work it without the block. So your knees go to your arms. All you do is pull one knee to center, come back, switch. Try the other side, pull one knee to center, come back. Where the hamstring work comes into play is kicking your leg up and back. That's layer 3, that's a big layer. Good, let's see it, Tom. So Tom's holding himself in crow, pulls one knee to center. Yeah, that was good. It's okay if you land on your head. But one knee to center, that's how you get the core and arm strength. And then the second part is kicking up and back. That's the hamstring strength. Try it 1 or 2 more times and recover on your back. We're all gonna meet on your back in about 2 breaths. Keep pushing up though, don't push down. Does that make sense? I know you're tired. When you do it, push away from the ground. Let me see, that looks funny, that looks really good. Yeah, nice, Erin. And when you're in that crow pose, push away from the ground. We have this tendency to kind of settle when we're up, like in a headstand or something. We feel like we're up, so we're like, oh, we did it. The whole time in any arm balance, you've got to push away from the ground. It's that cat. It's all this psoas and global stabilizer strength. Okay, let's take your weight to your back. It's all downhill from here. Yay. If you have a block at home, cool. You can always use a rolled up towel. You don't have to have one. Lift your booty up and put your towel or your block under your back for a supported bridge. If you don't have one wherever you're practicing right now, no big deal, just go to bridge pose. Bring your feet to touch. Open your knees wide and let them hang loose. If you're at home, drop your butt and do butterfly pose if you don't have a block. Just let everything settle and breathe. These last few moments of class, we just recoup, re-energize, get your body back into that parasympathetic state. Awesome. If you have the block, push your feet into the ground and lift your butt up off of it. Take that block to the side, pull your right knee to your chest, supine twist, lengthen your left leg to the ground, breathe in, drop your knee over to the side. So in this sequence specifically, in this class specifically, this pose should feel more open. We did it on your stomach in Iron Cross, we did it on your leg. Notice if your breath has gotten shallow. Can you go back to a space where your breath is strong but calming? And come back to your chest. Bring both knees in. Give yourself a big, big squeeze. Take a big breath. Shavasana, exhale. Arms and legs go long and pretend you're a corpse on your mat. In these final moments of class, I'm going to talk a lot less so that you can listen more intently to the messages that mean the most. This whole class we've worked so that your body's a little bit tired. So instead of thinking the superficial, the top layer thoughts, we can maybe tune in a little deeper to the soul layer, letting those things come to the surface. Letting your heart narrate who you are and what you want. Live on the West Coast doing a lunch break kind of yoga, or whether you're doing this in your own home later, take an assessment to what you need for the rest of your day or your week. This yoga practice will never be about holding crow pose or headstand. It's always about discovering within yourself the things that make you uncomfortable. So if crow pose or trying something kind of funky in your body today gave you butterflies or made you uncomfortable, you're in the right place. Stay longer and enjoy your Shavasana. Doesn't matter how long you stay. If it feels re-energizing, stay as long as you need. But when you're ready, take your arms up and over your head in a big stretch. Inhale. Pull your knees to your chest and roll onto your side. When you're ready, press up to a seat, hands at your heart, eyes closed. If you feel a tiny bit better, a little bit stronger, a little bit lighter than when you first started this class, then you've done your job. Keep coming back to your mat time and time again to feel more open and more strong. My invitation to you and my hope, my wish, my request for my 30th birthday is that you go out into your week and get a little uncomfortable. Routine and complacency is nothing compared to what you feel when you actually stand on the edge and say yes to the things that make you nervous. With a grateful heart, bow your head towards it. Namaste. Thanks for joining us on the live stream today, guys. Remember, every Wednesday we're going to do one of these. So if you're in San Diego and you have a lunch break and you want to come join, it's a free class, it's super fun, but you're also welcome to just keep watching this over and over again. The best gift you can give to people is to spread this. Give this to other people that couldn't be here to do it with us, or maybe they're in a place where yoga studios aren't as fluent or affluent as they are here in San Diego. Thanks for tuning in. Yay.